Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
We're just an affable couple in love that loves reacting to some Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yes, we do, and it's near the end.
Yeah, Season 1, Episode 19. You can get early ad-free access to our reactions on Patreon. Link is in the description on this video. Also see our full watch-along reactions that way.
Yep.
Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Okay. Siege of the North Part 1. Okay, 2 parts, yeah. Season finale. Makes sense.
So pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, very cold.
Yes. You're about to get owned, dude.
Yep.
Yes. Very quickly.
Would anyone care for a rematch with Katara?
Oh, look at all of them. She's destroyed.
You can accomplish anything. Raw talent alone is not enough.
Oh, well.
I figure since you found time to play with house pets, you must have already mastered waterbending.
I wouldn't say mastered, but check this out.
Yeah, he's made it fun.
I think he's mastered it just fine.
I think he is too.
Sokka, this is wrong.
What's wrong? We're taking a walk.
Yeah.
I know what you need. You need to meet my good friend Appa.
Who?
Yeah, Appa.
Oh, no, he's your good friend.
Oh.
Looks like you haven't been giving Appa enough attention.
Mm-hmm.
So how does this work?
Yep.
Oh my goodness! I can't believe you do this every day. Is it always this cold in the sky?
Not when you're with someone. Woo, yeah!
Dude.
Oh, buddy.
I mean, I get it. She's engaged, but
I don't think that stopped him. I think he chickened out. Ash.
I think he didn't want to ruin the moment and like have her feel bad about kissing him because she's engaged.
I've seen it before. Right before my village was attacked. It's soot mixed with snow. It's the Fire Nation. And from the looks of this stuff, I'd say there's a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're getting close.
Centuries from now, people will study the great Admiral Zhao. Destroyed the last of the water tribe.
History is not always kind to its subjects.
I suppose you speak from experience. Tell the captains to prepare for first strike.
Can't wait for something to go really wrong for you, dude. Because you are all ego and no wisdom.
Do you have a plan?
I'm working on it, Uncle. What's wrong? We have to go!
No, Sokka, wait. I can't see you anymore. Not at all.
We're just friends.
But I like you too much. And it's too good. I have duties to my father, to my tribe. Goodbye.
Sokka, you gotta find out who it is.
It is with great sadness I call my family here before me, knowing well that some of these faces are about to vanish from our tribe. But I'm going to need volunteers for a dangerous mission.
Count me in.
Sokka.
Sokka's gotta prove himself to this tribe so that he can hopefully be worthy of her.
I don't think it's that. I think he's in pain. So
There's
he
that,
doesn't
too.
really care if he puts himself in harm's way.
But I mean, you know, he's still got like Aang and his sister to live for.
I wasn't there when the Fire Nation attacked my people. I'm gonna make a difference this time.
Yeah,
Struck
you are.
you struck the
Aang.
pose.
Aang, you didn't want to like interfere.
I thought he was
with
gonna do
that?
something too. I thought he was gonna like send some wind that way to knock it off its path.
Yeah.
Instead of just like taking it right to the heart of the fort.
So, Aang, any time you want to step in, like truly any time, would be welcome.
What? Okay.
Okay, at least you're deciding to, you know, do something now.
He was doing something. You can't deflect all the fireballs.
He could have deflected the first one. This dude's got a sledgehammer. Yeah, make
They all
them
got
ruin their own
sledgehammers.
thing.
Nice. Ha!
Well done, Aang.
Destroying the ships, destroying the weapons. Yeah, Appa!
Way to go, Appa. You go swimming now.
Little tiny man.
There we go.
Yep. I was about to say, I'm like, they're challenging them on their home turf, and so they can control, like, everything that your boat's on. Oh my god. Okay, now you just gotta do that 100 times over.
That means you'll all need one of these uniforms.
Who's this guy?
I think that's gonna be the fiance.
Fire Navy uniforms don't look like that.
These are real uniforms captured from actual Fire Navy soldiers.
100 years ago?
When? Like 100 years ago?
85.
How do we know we can trust this guy? Such bold talk for a new recruit.
Yeah, definitely the fiance. He's good looking, he's a douche.
Sokka, I want you to tell everything you know to Han. Show Sokka your respect. I
won't.
expect nothing less from my future son-in-law.
Princess Yue's marrying you?
Yeah? What of it?
Nothing. Congratulations.
It's almost twilight, Admiral. As your military consultant, I must advise you to halt your attack. The waterbenders draw their power from the moon, and it is nearly full tonight. And I am working on a solution.
You're working on a solution? What, you're gonna blow up the moon?
Block it out somehow.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
What happened?
I must have taken out 12 Fire Navy ships, but there's just too many of them. I can't fight them all.
But you have to. You're the Avatar.
I'm just one kid.
Yeah, and there it is.
Oh, Aang.
You're fishing for an octopus, my nephew. You need a tightly woven net, or he will squeeze through the tiniest hole and escape.
I don't need your wisdom right now, Uncle.
I'm sorry. I just nag you because ever since I lost my son,
Uncle.
Oh.
You don't have to say it.
I think of you as my own.
Yeah.
I know, Uncle. We'll meet again. After I have the Avatar.
Remember your breath of fire, and put your hood up. Keep your ears warm.
I'll be fine.
Let me tell you, Sokka, I've courted a lot of girls.
Sokka.
And she comes with the most perks.
What does that mean? Princess Yue is wasted on a self-absorbed weasel like you.
You're just a simple rogue from the southern tribe. What would you know of the political complexities of our life?
That's enough. Sokka, you're off the mission.
All right, fall in, man. Everybody listen to what I say, and we'll take out this admiral.
Nope. Mission's going
They're all
terribly.
gonna die.
Yeah. Or get captured.
They're coming up for air somewhere.
Oh, dude, you're gonna freeze to death.
The legends say the moon was the first waterbender. Our ancestors saw how it pushed and pulled the tides and learned how to do it themselves. I've always noticed my waterbending is stronger at night. Our strength comes from the spirit of the moon. Our life comes from the spirit of the ocean.
Maybe I can find them and get their help.
How can you do that?
The Avatars.
Because he's the Avatar.
Our world and the spirit world.
Aang can talk to them. Maybe they'll give you the wisdom to win this battle.
Or maybe they'll unleash a crazy, amazing spirit attack on the Fire Nation. Or wisdom. That's good too.
Maybe they'll unleash a spirit bomb.
So is this the way to the spirit world?
No, you'll have to get there on your own. But I can take you to the most spiritual place in the entire North Pole.
What is this?
The best makeout location in all of the Waterbender village.
It's the center of all spiritual energy in our land.
Quite fun.
Don't eat 'em.
them.
Yeah. Mo's like, what?
I can feel something.
Is something wrong, Sokka?
Han's out there on the top secret mission while I'm here sharpening my boomerang.
I took you off the mission for selfish reasons.
Guard his daughter.
I want you to guard my daughter, Princess Yue.
Your water's gotta be so cold.
Oh, shit. Fire breath. Okay, or fire hands. Guess fire breath wouldn't have really worked underwater anyways.
Why is he sitting like that?
He's meditating, trying to cross over into the spirit world. It takes all his concentration.
Is there any way we can help?
How about some quiet? Come on, guys. I can hear every word you're saying.
Focus on the koi.
I think
The
Aang
yin
is a little stressed.
and the yang. Well, yeah. He's 12 years old. He's got to save this entire village.
Actually, he has to save the world.
Well, yeah. That's like tomorrow. Today, he just have to save this one tribe.
Is he okay?
He's crossing into the spirit world. He'll be fine as long as we don't move his body.
Maybe we should get some help.
No, he's my friend. I'm perfectly capable of protecting him.
Aren't you a big girl now?
No.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hand him over, and I won't have to hurt you.
She's been practicing. Although she could use Sokka's help, too.
That's just it. The princess is there, so Sokka could appear anytime.
Ha! Yeah!
Yeah, put him in a little cage.
Yeah, Katara. Don't get cocky. He's got skills, too.
Yep, he can melt that ice.
You found a master, haven't you?
Okay, Sokka, any moment.
Yeah! Hell yeah, Katara. Oh, crap.
Yeah, I mean, she was a badass, but...
That was a quick... Thought they'd have more time. Oh, shit.
You rise with the moon. I rise with the sun.
Crap.
The Water Tribe can try to resist the inevitable, but their city will fall today.
What happened? Where's Zuko?
He took Aang. He took him right out from under me.
Where did they go?
Was Aang trapped in the spirit world now?
That's just it. What does it mean when Aang's body moves?
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Katara. I mean, even though Zuko in the end still got Aang, I mean, like he said, he had more power then because of the sun, and she had less power because the moon was gone. But I mean, she kicked his ass.
Yeah. Also, as he said, like, oh, you found a master.
Mm-hmm.
He's the prince of the Fire Kingdom. I feel confident in saying he's probably been training with masters all of his freaking life.
Yeah.
She's had a master for what, like 5 minutes, and she's kicking his ass. So,
So she's doing great.
Exactly. Katara is awesome. Albeit, I know she's probably not going to see it that way because Aang was taken.
Yeah.
But she's awesome. And there's no getting around that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how it's going to work out with Sokka and the princess, but I just want the best for that guy.
So her fiance's a douchebag. We can all agree on that.
Yeah,
But he's not
mean,
like a soulless piece of shit.
Exactly. He's just an arrogant prick.
He's an arrogant prick. He's privileged. Big shocker there. And he's obviously spent no time getting to know her because he's hyper-focused on her benefits.
Yeah.
Self-absorbed, ambitious. These aren't the best qualities, but they don't have to like be the worst. There's a world in which he and the princess could spend time together and find some common ground. And whatever. I'm like, sounds like I'm defending arranged marriages. I'm definitely not. I'm not in favor of them. But if she doesn't have a choice, like at least he's not the worst person on the planet.
Yeah, as far as we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that. We got Admiral Dickhead coming. He's definitely
Exactly.
so far.
And like Sokka and her have feelings for each other. That's wonderful. Like, but also if you've ever been a teenager, like you can have an infatuation 1 minute that is gone the next. Like,
no, this is real for Sokka. This is real love.
Sure.
Okay.
What exactly does he know about her?
That she is beautiful and that she is sweet. And that she makes him feel all warm and tingly inside.
That's really not telling me a lot about her. But, all I'm saying is like, you don't get married on a 5-second like, oh, I think you're hot. You also shouldn't have to get married on the I don't even know you. But she doesn't seem to have a world of great options right now.
Mm-hmm. Poor Aang, man. Giving it his all. Taking down 12 ships. Just getting wiped out. I mean, that poor kid. Just got so much pressure on him. And like it still has such like a good nature to him. Like when he was talking about like it's fun seeing those kid moments from him when he was saying, oh yeah, and then maybe like the spirit creatures will have like some sort of like awesome attack. He's like, oh yeah, okay, I get wisdom too.
Also, while it was really tough to see Aang so dejected at not making a bigger impact against the Fire Navy, I do remember when he like got to the North Pole and he was like, oh sure, I'll start training in like a few days. We're just gonna take some days off. And so like the world hinges on him and his ability to learn all this stuff. So like not making as much progress as he wanted, this isn't coming as easily as he would have hoped. That actually can be the fuel that like gets him to focus on this and really dial into it in a way that might make all the difference for him eventually being the Avatar as we all know him to need to be.
So maybe, you know, we shouldn't be so harsh if he misses a couple of fireballs, like in the initial attack. And
okay, but seriously, he could have stopped that one. He's watching.
I don't know. I mean,
he has powers. He's watching it come right at them. There is no way he couldn't have been like, "Ooh, maybe I should deflect this," instead of watching it barrel into the only gate these people have.
I mean, it's like a split-second decision, and you know, he is still a kid, and there is that like, I don't know. I mean, it's okay for him to like get scared that a fireball is hurtling towards him.
It is okay, except that we've seen him face stuff like that before and be able to like act in the heat of the moment. So that's the only reason why I'm like having like this issue about it, is because we actually have seen him in the face of imminent danger act in a split second and make an impact. And like, here's a momentous time to do exactly that, and he's just watching it.
In that regard, it's not because like Aang, like you said, like he has faced this before. It's not like Aang is scared or like Aang is someone that like doesn't take action or like doesn't just rise to the occasion every single time, because he's always done that. So just kind of seeing more like, I don't know, just from like a writing narrative perspective to, I mean, just have the Fire Nation get that first shot.
That's it. Like I think that's my problem with it more than anything. It's not what Aang did, but it's the fact that like it didn't feel like Aang was written honestly in that moment, because the Aang that we've come to know would have acted in some capacity. It doesn't mean it would have been a huge success. It doesn't mean the fireball would have been put out, but like it could have been deflected from a direct hit. It could have like, there could have been something to it. And it kind of felt like, oh, we're just going to have Aang look scared because we need this hit to happen. And that like, I don't like when I see those things in TV shows, because it's like, oh, now I'm seeing you just cut corners to fuel your narrative instead of justifying your narrative with legitimate action.
And I think it could have been a good moment to, build upon what they eventually went towards with like Aang getting like so exhausted for like just the sheer force and numbers that are coming towards his way. So like it could have been something like where like maybe that first attack hits and like he's able to like get that fireball away and everyone cheers, but then like another fireball just like hits right away.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and then another one. And then he like, and it's like, okay, there is so much coming at them right away. And Aang's, yeah.
No, go ahead, sorry.
No, that Aang's like doing the best he can, but like, it's just like already from the get-go, you feel that overwhelming force.
Well, yeah, that he recognizes that he can't make a difference there because the fireballs are just going to keep coming. Yeah. So he has to go out to the ships. Like, yeah. Like he realizes, I can't do this here. I have to dismantle the source. I have to go after javelins, or what are they called? Catapults. Not javelins.
Javelins, yeah. Javelins would have done a lot less damage.
One of those medieval things, whatever. But that's, you know, I think it would have been a lot more terrifying for us as the audience if a fireball is coming from a catapult and it's actually too much force for Aang to deflect, or it's too much for him to stop. Like, or to see him not know the best move to counter it. Like for us as an audience, that would be a lot more terrifying to think that in this moment, when we need him to be so powerful, he actually doesn't have the right tools. He doesn't have the right training to do what needs to be done, versus him just looking shell-shocked, which we all know, like, he can do better than that. Like, we've seen him at this point. He can do better than that.
So I want to know a little bit more about Iroh's past. I mean, as far as I remember, we didn't get information about, like, his failed mission and about his son.
I mean, it sounds like the two are connected, that whatever mission he did wound up
That's what I thought so
costing
too.
him his son, which is is that a heavy price to bear?
Yeah, and it makes me sad because Iroh's such a good guy.
Well, it also makes me wonder, like, is that really what happened? We've seen how cunning and conniving and ambitious the fire people are.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see him putting together a plan and a strategy. I could then see his brother doing something to manipulate it, interfere in it, whatever, which winds up costing the son's life.
Yeah, I can see that too.
And yet, Ira doesn't know that, carries the guilt, accepts the punishment, and that puts him in the position he's in. I could be totally wrong. He could have totally done the thing that killed his son. Like, I don't know. But he comes across as such a humane person in a society that doesn't seem to value much humanity.
Mm-hmm.
That it's hard to imagine that he would have done something to put his son at such great risk. I mean, unless it was the most extraordinary circumstances. Of course, the humility also could have what shaped him to be the person that we all like right now, so.
Let us know down below in the comments, and if you want early ad-free access to our reactions, check out Patreon. The link is in the description of this video. You can also see our full watch-along reactions that way.
Yep.
Thanks so much for seeing our reaction for Avatar: The Last Airbender, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.